It's week 2 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jets and the Browns, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, our quarterbacks taking center stage here for each of their respective offenses. Zach Wilson of the Jets, Deshaun Watson of the Browns.
And I think for me, and this isn't an original thought by any stretch, and probably for these two head coaches as well, the key for them is going to be limiting the turnovers, limiting the free possessions. I mean, this isn't saying anything you don't already know, but you've got to be able to make the most out of your drives and see if your defense can help you out and take the ball away from the other team and give you a few extras.
2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson makes his return to the NFL gridiron this season after holding out for the entirety of 2021 and being traded from Houston. The Cleveland Browns, they made a big investment not only to bring him in, but to give him by far the most guaranteed money in NFL history. If Watson remains the same player he was in Houston, though, a 3-time Pro Bowler and one of the game's biggest playmakers, he may finally solve a decades-long search for Cleveland's franchise quarterback.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson looking middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Well, we get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, 2nd overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Play action. Now Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit. And he gets a small gain on the play.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 12 carries, 53 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Watson. He's got him in, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And there he had to break multiple tackles to earn that touchdown. Bottom line, he earned that touchdown.
Indeed he did. That was pretty much a get-off-of-me run and all the way into the end zone.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. 5 plays there on that drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. From the gun on third down, Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. The Jets had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Carter. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down. Again, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. Or shifts past him. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And Chubb will try the middle here. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Watson on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
but they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Jakeem Grant from 3 yards out. And the Browns lead this now 14-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And New York set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Hall again on 2nd down. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Carter. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. They'll run with Hall. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a few yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard with the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Second and 5 now. Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
1st down there by Jakeem Grant. And as far as return men go, there are few better in the game right now. The Cleveland Browns, they want to see if he can be as big a contributor on offense as he is on special teams, because that 4-3 speed, they have designs on that being utilized all over their offensive scheme.
Now Chubb running right. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On 1st and 10, Watson dumps this to his running back, Chubb. He's got room at the 30. Still on his feet. Touchdown! Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game. And in the driver's seat right now.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To about the 48-yard line. They'll go again with Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here on these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job. They're doing more than that. Right there, they're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down, here's Chubb again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 83 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
6, baby. Get 6.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They go with Chubb on second down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think we did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Hall. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And completes it to Wilson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw again is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Steps away to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Browns to take over. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 104 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good pickup up there for the Browns, 15 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Here's Chubb on the read option. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
2nd and 10.
Come on, offense. Come on.
Back to throw, Watson. His throw incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Watson. And that will be incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And New York set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A nice little juke. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They begin this drive with Chubb to about the 33-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 3rd and 2. Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Good protection there on third down. This is just a simple flip to his tight end outside the numbers, and he's able to haul it in and pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Hall. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
On first down, it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running left, it's Hall. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ball again. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you're on a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll run with Carter. And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch in between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will cut the lead down to 13. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 9 yards that time.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And some room to run now. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 172 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
Here's Watson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. The handoff to Ford up the middle. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Hall again on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a 4 sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Watson now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Watson throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Grant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Now they'll have have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Watson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Faking the give. Now Watson. And this is caught. It's a touchdown. Oh, there's a flag down. They're already walking this one back. This one's not going to stand. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. He's brought down at the 34. We'll call it a gain of 4. There's Wilson to throw. And this one is incomplete. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Open man is Uzomah.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Pressure, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Michael Carter.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now Chubb running right.
Down to the 41.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. To throw is Watson.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a 12-point game.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length. Because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know. Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they take a knee. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized it was a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So it's a win here for the Cleveland Browns, and it's thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, Charles, and that's one Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for Cleveland, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.